to Lin's Cafe for a lovely French / Vietnamese modern cuisine dinner. This was brought to you by Mr. Tate, who's the founder of this place. And his story is basically, I think he started cooking when he was 15 years old because his family allowed him to buy groceries. And so he had to cook for his family. And now he's got a couple stores or restaurants, so we'll check it out. Looks maybe mid to high end pricing, in case you're wondering, and we'll see you soon at the restaurant. Kate's excited to try her first escargot, so we'll order like a bunch of snails.
I'm so scared.
And it should be good. Alright, so we're trying to find Linh Cafe. It's not the easiest to find. It's under the Granville Street Bridge. Or no, under the Burrard Street Bridge. And it's just, we're in an elevator right now. We're kind of guessing that it's going to take us there. So it's definitely not a place where you find people with foot traffic. It's one of those hidden gems. Alright, we're under the Granville Street Bridge. It's just inside there. Looks nice from the outside. Looks really spacious and full of people. So. Alright, they sat us at a table.
No! I love the table. Just the best table.
Okay, so we're just looking at the menu, and what's catching your eye tonight, Kate?
I'm gonna get some caviar first.
Okay, so we're gonna try some caviar. I'm also a newbie to caviar, so we'll see if it's delicious, but I think it's an acquired taste, so we will see.
There are two types. There's one general caviar, and then there's one imported from another Italy, French. And
Which one's more expensive?
It's the same. There's one for caviar, the classic. So hopefully they can help us choose.
Okay, so I see fried frog legs, which is probably something we should try at a French restaurant. I'm gonna get the risotto and see how that looks or tastes. We'll order some foie gras, if I'm saying that correctly.
We used to get the French escargot, for sure.
Okay, and some French escargot.
I love lobster. I'm not weird like you. Who doesn't like If you don't like lobster, write down in the comments.
I don't like lobster.
You're the only other person who likes lobster. How can you
Hola, so we're cheersing to our first drink. Wait, are you ordering drinks?
Let's at least try to be French. We're in Canada. This is a French restaurant, so salut.
Salut! Sparkling water for you
But I don't like sparkling.
people that are not afraid of bubbles.
So we just wanted to pick a few dishes to kind of taste and try. I was wondering, what's your top 3 recommendations?
Okay, so let's say if I bring my family here, I must order the lamb chop. The lamb chop is very nice here. We serve with the peppercorn sauce, which is very traditional French. And escargot for sure, someone not really good.
Alright, one thing about this restaurant is the music is quite loud, so it's very hard to hear the waiter, and also, yeah, it's just that kind of vibe. It's loud music. Yeah. Not my favorite, but it's okay.
Actually, the music was pretty nice just before the song came on. I think they're missing French music.
Yeah, I would have thought like more like classical and stuff, but it's like quite upbeat.
It's Vietnamese. We're trying to make it.
Yeah, we got Vietnamese music in here.
I don't know if it's Vietnamese, but let's guess it. Like maybe it's some pop. Like disco pop, you know?
Yeah, Vietnamese pop music.
Oh, the place is very hot, so we can. This one extremely hot, okay.
Can you hold up on the other, because this was supposed to be a main course, no?
Yes.
I don't mind eating this now, but I don't want everything at the same time.
I'll tell the kitchen about that. I'm so sorry.
Can we order a wine?
Alright, so this is Tate's first time trying escargot, which if you don't know is snail. And
The backstory is the animal that I'm most afraid of is snails. I have a lot of trauma with it. And this is probably the most terrified I've ever been before eating anything.
This is a risotto.
thank you.
So I already told the kitchen, and the pho it will become like when you're done with that we are
Great.
outside.
Thank
Sorry
you.
about that.
That's okay. Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. So we're eating it with bread. Bueno, what can you compare it with? Mussels?
There's they're beautifully dressed with garlic and oil. Let me try one more. Hang on. Let me just try it. Okay, this is gonna sound crazy. They kind of remind me of prawns.
Yeah, prawns.
Open texture.
Yeah.
And the condiment, they have a bit more of a earthy texture to them, and a bit more of an earthy taste. So they're almost like darker. But it's really interesting. I wasn't expecting them to taste anything like seafood, but really the texture is similar. And also they dress with tomatoes, parsley, garlic, so it's got that seafood.
Rating out of 10.
8.
8. Alright. What are you trying, Kate?
I'm trying the truffle risotto, which I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a huge fan of risotto in general, but let's just see how this one is. But at least the risotto is not overcooked. It's a little bit slightly al dente, and the truffles are delicious.
It smells really strong. The truffle smell is intense. Oh, that's lobster? So what's it called? It's the egg benny, right? Or
Oh,
lobster
I thought
benny?
you were asking me what kind of lobster it was. I was like, I don't know. I don't know what kind of lobster it is, but this is Hollandaise sauce, which is typically served with breakfast food. And I think it's actually called on the breakfast menu. So this is really interesting. We have a brioche here, which is a sweet French bread. And I'm not sure what it's served with, so we'll see what that is. I'll get this corn shop here. You know? I'm so excited.
What's the flavor of that or the flavor of that?
Everything.
Out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Dang! Alright, we got a 10. Alright, I give the escargot actually a 10. The flavors of the herbs and the garlic and everything is just bueno.
Okay, now it's Mike's turn. So what do you think about the lobster?
It's so good. The flavor, I can't pinpoint it. It's not lemon, is it?
It is. That's because you're feeling the Hollandaise sauce. So Hollandaise sauce is made of egg yolk, lemon, melted butter.
This is the most flavorful Hollandaise sauce I've ever had.
It's because it's high on acidity, so it complements the lobster very much. It's like butter and then a little bit of butter.
Alright, this one gets a 9 out of 10 for me.
It gets 10 out of 10. And who ordered the lobster again? Who was that? That was
Probably had frogs twice in my lifetime. Long ass time ago. The fact that it's all fried probably will take away from some of the frogginess. But look at this frog. Ribbit.
Oh no, don't do that.
Sorry to interrupt.
Okay, try it. Do it.
Oh, nice glasses.
And here's the bottle.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Nice.
How's everything tasting so far?
Bueno.
For breakfast, lunch, or best seller?
It's my best breakfast yet.
Thank you.
You know when people pretend that they know my breakfast? I'm just kidding. I'm sure you're.
That's amazing.
Nice.
That's really good.
For the lady?
I'm a wine connoisseur.
And I'll fill up your glass.
Thank you.
Awesome. I'll leave the fork on the table and enjoy the rest of your dinner.
Thank you, sir. What, Kate? You give it 1 out of 10?
Listen, I don't mean to be mean, okay? But like the chicken legs are good, okay? Why you gotta? I just don't get the spice. Like spice is not a flavor. I'm sorry, it's too spicy. So I just took off some of the flakes, and now it's actually pretty good.
Okay, so probably a little bit too spicy, because I think when you try frog, you want to actually, most people don't eat frog regularly, so I think less fried, more flavor of the frog, and the softness that people will like, they'll be able to resonate more with the relationship to chicken, whereas when it's fried, it's hard to know if you like frog, per se.
I love that it's fried, personally.
If you've never had frogs, there's a lot of bones too. Yeah, not my favorite dish, but... Alright, what are we going to talk about? French restaurants?
Yes.
Alright.
At least in my experience. So, how do you judge what level of poshness a restaurant is?
By price point and environment. So, a French restaurant, I would assume, is typically darker and more quiet than this.
So let's say you walked into this place, you can show the place if you like, and you are going to judge how good the food is.
I would have said it would be good. 8 or 9, based on the place.
I would not say the same. Based off, the number one thing that I look at is napkins, and I'm going to be a bit gross, like this is now used. But if a place doesn't have towels,
Oh yeah, there's no towels here. There's no towels. Good
So
observation.
if there's no towels, I know it's not a high-end restaurant. Period.
Even like
Period.
the decor maybe is not your traditional fancy with like a tablecloth.
Like the setup of the table is the number one thing I look for. Literally, this tells me how good of a place it is. The second thing I look for is wine glasses, which should be on the tables. Especially if it's a restaurant, it should already be set up for dinner. So the fact that there wasn't any is a big factor. However, they do have really lovely.
Yeah, really nice wine glasses.
But
And
I
the
wouldn't-
wine is bueno.
It's trying to be really nice. It is really nice, really good wine.
I chose it.
But overall, I would expect this to be like if you think of it like Michelin star, really really posh, medium, lower than medium to low. I would think somewhere between like low and medium.
Okay.
So not even posh before Michelin star, based off the setup and the environment. And there's no candles. So if there's no candles, I don't care what if it's French. No candles. And also how the menu looks and how they describe dishes. If they don't describe dishes, it's not going to be a very posh restaurant.
Okay, this is a very honest, critical review of traditional French restaurants.
Thank you.
I think we'll see what the other 2 restaurants have in store, but good assessment. Anything else you want to point out?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that so far my judgment of the restaurant before we tried the food is literally exactly how the food is. So if you think about all the dishes that we described, they are not bad, but both the presentation and the taste isn't perfect. It's kind of like basically medium, lower than medium, not high end, not anywhere close to very very posh or anywhere near Michelin star at all. With the exception of the lobster, which could go into the high end.
Amen. My best friend Tate again. She moved us to a new table because she was cold. She did it in a very polite way.
Not really. I did it the polite way the first 2 times I asked, but in a very sweet tone. Like, can you please have the third time I was upset. I was cold. I was like, the restaurant's half empty. I was like, lost.
And now we have a warm dish for you to try. This is apparently one of the most ordered dish here. Is that correct?
Yes, the most popular.
Yeah, so the pho is the most popular dish, and he added, the waiter was nice enough to add some extra bone marrow, which I love.
And some spicy
some spicy sauce, which I think is like their signature homemade stuff, but I'll try it for the video. $1 pho?
The most, yeah.
How
In
much was
Vietnam.
it? Do you remember how much this was? 17 or 20?
I have no idea. But definitely worth it. Completely authentic, just the way they make it. I give it 10 out of 10, obviously. You don't even have to ask. 10 out of 10. I am back in Vietnam right now.
10 out of 10 by the white girl who traveled as a backpacker through Vietnam.
You don't have to make it.
Start with the soup. And for me, it's a little bit salty. And I know that they use a lot of MSG, which I'm not a huge fan of. So I rate my fuzz based on like clean, clear broth. But I can tell there's a lot of MSG. I'm going to be really thirsty later. Let's try the beef or the meat.
Oh, no. Well, I think Europeans will like it. Because I don't think we have an MSG sensor on our tongue. So we will just think this is very earthy, very herbal, and salty.
That meat is amazing. It's 10 out of 10. It's delicious, soft, tender. There's even an egg in here, which is kind of cool. That's not normal. I don't know. I'm not that connoisseur. I've never had bone marrow and pho.
Have you ever had bone marrow?
Yeah. You?
Yeah.
Kate's doing the old Italian technique. That bone marrow is amazing. Thank you, waiter, for that delicious marrow.
Yes, thank you.
You want to show your results of your bone marrow?
Nope. I don't know. That is not up my alley, let's say.
Alright, we got our last dish. So the pho was good, minus the MSG, but it was very tasty. The meat was amazing, very soft. Yeah, amazing flavors. And now we have the foie gras. Kate said it better, so what's this called?
Foie gras.
Nobody heard that. Foie gras.
It means duck cut.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, not duck. Sorry, don't. French, please don't hit me. No, it's geese.
Really?
I almost got crucified there. It's not duck. No, it's not. It's not duck. It's geese.
Okay, I didn't know that. I thought this was duck. Apparently it's geese. Visually, I've seen better foie gras, so my expectations are 0 or low. This looks like Vietnamese French toast. Bon appetito.
I have to admit, I have never eaten pho like this. But this pressure video. How's that?
It's good. I like it. Very good. This is it's good. It's tasty. I like it.
You seem to be almost like
8 or 9 out of 10.
losing yourself. And you really want to piss off your waiter, that's what you do. Last dish. I'm just gonna pretend that I'm not doing this with a freaking spoon, but okay. I'm a normal person, so I'm gonna taste the actual taste of the meat first without the sauce. Right? That was
It's a little.
not so gentle towards you. I'm just kidding, you can try with all of it.
Hey, you didn't add the sauce. Oh, you said just the
I'll be
meat.
honest, I don't like the smell of this.
Cut. Cut the video. I've had a lot of foie gras. This is not disgusting.
I lived in France and I used to be a chef in France. This is disgusting. I beat you, I'm sorry. Wow.
I had sex with a couple French girls and
I can say the word France, so I know better.
Really? Okay, so not up to
I identify as a French person. so it must be true, so I know
Maybe it's
better.
because you missed the sauce.
No, this is terrible. So bad. Bad.
Kate has low expectations for dessert. I'm excited. We're in a French restaurant.
Foie gras is my Okay, so I've just shown Mike how to pour wine, and he's my waiter now, so show him how it's done. And the reception, yay! 10 stars out of 10.
Alright guys, it's the end of the night.
No. No. Ew, no, you don't do that. We're in a restaurant. What the hell?
Alright, we're ending with, we didn't want this, but they're so kind they gave it to us anyways. This is their cream puff, and I believe this is some sort of chocolate mousse cake. This cream puff is huge. I don't know if you can see it. It's as big as my head. So, let's check it out. Alright, okay, zoom into the flakiness and the crunch. Okay, it's soft. Okay, that looks good. We're gonna try the creme. Cheers.
What do you think?
The sweetness level is good because it's not too sweet. The pastry is not as flaky as I would think it would be. It's a little soft, but it's a lot of dessert. Alright, I'm gonna try this one. Chocolate cake? It's hard to go wrong, that's good. It's hard to go wrong with chocolate. Bueno.